Okay. We out here. So, just wanted to give y'all another update on my magical little asparagus. So, I guess for a little context in my food forest, I have my asparagus, well, this particular asparagus plant growing between some comfrey and I surrounded with, well, them weeds. But as those strawberries fill in, there should be fewer of those. Yeah, so and the strawberries they sitting off runners and spreading and popping up and all of that. So anyways, last video I showed y'all my asparagus made it with this in this deep mulch system. And then lo and behold, okay, so it's growing. It was just a little thing the last time I showed it to you, and that was a couple days ago. So show you from this angle how I just accidentally ended up growing some, what do they call it, blanched asparagus, white asparagus, whatever. See, let me see if the sun at this angle is really trying me. Alright, so there it is. Okay. Look at the baby. So he's already getting some shade from the Japanese maple. So here's the sprig. Isn't it cute? Popping up. Now, apparently, this is considered a delicacy. It's supposed to have like a more gentle flavor or something. So, okay, it's coming on up, little spriggle. So, yeah, I see lion's head, Japanese maple. And I have not seen any other signs of other parts of the asparagus plant spreading or popping up thus far. But while I'm out here, let's just take a stroll over to the other known spot where I know there was some asparagus to see if it has made an appearance. Try not to crush all these strawberry plants on the way. The strawberries are flowering. So we got our cute little strawberry flowers. Ain't that nice? Now, as I did plant a lot of strawberries, about 5 different types, and they are quite unlabeled, but that's fine. I mean, when they start growing in, you can really look at them mostly and tell they're different types. I mean, of course, the ones that are different colors are more obvious, but the others that are still all red have different shapes. Okay, so this is the spot I showed you the other day. I don't see any telltale signs of asparagus popping up, but the mulch is like super thick right here. So you saw it was popping up through that other spot, but the mulch wasn't as thick over there because I try not to put it on too thick on purpose, so that because I knew the asparagus is right there. Now this one, on the other hand, I was like, we're gonna just let it rock because I really prioritized getting my coffee cake persimmon tree planted, if you will, in the no dig style. So I will keep an eye on that to see how it continues to go. So go ahead and get your asparagus in the ground. I actually have some more asparagus plants on the way, and I'm gonna try an asparagus hedge. And I also I planted some seeds out here so they could cold stratify, but I haven't seen signs of them yet. But since I'm out here, we can go see if that is truly the case. There's an olive tree, right? And I was like, oh, it would be pretty next to this, and do my like hedging thing. Some asparagus. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm slightly childish sometimes. I didn't even really just like asparagus that much until I just developed a taste for it because I was on a health kick, trying to eat better or whatever. So now I'm just like, oh, I gotta grow some more of this stuff. So along here, I planted seeds, just dotted. So seeing if we see, well, if they come in, some of them or whatever, there'll be just a nice little row of asparagus like up past this olive tree. So olive trees are supposed to be evergreen, so the asparagus closer to this tree will be growing in the shade basically all the time or whatever. And I'm not sure if that will be enough like shade for it to grow in white, like how the mulched asparagus over there is growing in white. But I assume after it gets out of the ground good, it might go green. It doesn't really matter to me either way because it's still gonna be edible. So, and then this will when you let the asparagus fern out, it'll grow up and be a nice tall like asparagus hedge throughout the warm season, to let it gather energy for the next season's growth. So that's just a little of my planning in progress with the asparagus. And definitely be sure to like and subscribe to keep up with more on that, if that's what you want to do. I'm hoping to get a nice asparagus hedge, but like I said, I do have 20 more crowns on the way to help fill in here, and then over here leading up to this apple tree, and over here in between these two persimmon trees at this gate there'll be some asparagus in that patch, and over here. So I'm just kind of keeping them spread out and putting them in between things and seeing about how well they'll do in shade versus sun, because a lot of people do recommend growing them in full sun, but if you can grow them white by taking away sunlight, that means to me that you don't have to grow them in full sun, especially because the way I've plotted this out. Okay, it's gonna be noisy today. So the way I've plotted this out is that there will be some asparagus patches. Oh, this plane's taking its precious time. Okay, sorry. There will be some asparagus patches growing like under and between trees. Like this is a plum tree, if you can see that, and then there's a peach tree over here, right? So these defoliate in the winter. As you can see, the asparagus is already growing, so I figure by the time the leaves on these trees really fill in, it'll be time to let the asparagus fern out. So that way I'm just like alternating harvests or whatever, if you will, and just kind of making the best use of like sun while it's available. And then so in this patch it'll be ferning out, the asparagus will be ferning out for the summer. So I think that should work. But like I said, there will be about 5 different, like, well, probably more than that, different sections of asparagus. And so I'll have a lot of different environments to test out different conditions and see what does and does not work. So that is all for the asparagus for today, and I will be back next time on Home is a Jungle.